Okay guys, welcome back. So we are going to start a brand new series today.
Yes.
For those of you who follow us on Instagram, and if you don't, you should.
You
so
should.
Stop this right now, follow us on Instagram, and then
no excuse.
And then come back. You're missing out. But you would have seen that we got access to a bunch of 2017 and 16 driver heads. One thing we've seen a lot with the new drivers coming out this year is you guys want us to know how they compare, because I think we've been excited about it. The industry's been pretty excited about some of the new technology. Obviously sim, inertia generators, AI technology in the face, you know, speed zone drivers and kind of the, you know, 360 infinity face, all these things that we're seeing. You guys want to know, what does that mean with regards to the technology I've got that's 2, 3, 4 years old?
Yeah, like older product cycles or older generations. So that, I think the reason it resonates with so many people, Rogue was most requested. That's why we're doing this now.
Yes.
It makes, it's more common that someone would replace on 2 or 3 generations of driver.
Yeah.
It's not likely you're going to replace it every year, and you don't need to.
Should be.
Yeah, you probably don't need to anyway, right?
Every year you're going to see less sort of improvement, less value out the fitting process, unless you've made a significant change to yourself, and then you should definitely have an assessment. It doesn't have to be in there with the intention of having to change your clubs, but go in there and have a look at what's going on, and you know, obviously see if your stuff is still suitable for you. But these two heads by design on Mavrik Sub-Zero and Rogue Sub-Zero, they're very similar in a lot of ways.
They do look quite similar in terms of weight placement and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, so we're no longer dealing with the track. We have the front and back weight system. We have standardized the weighting. They're both 193 grams.
Yep.
We, on closer inspection, noticed a few sole changes, a few face angle changes on both, or sort of not so much face angle, but more
size,
face
right?
size.
And shape, yep.
Yeah, the amount of surface mass on both. It seemed to us that Rogue actually had quite a bigger face than Mavrik.
I think so for sure. Yep.
So again, but you know, the flatter face obviously is going to be less aerodynamic. You know, so even looking at that toe section there, Matty, you know, narrowing that down and starting to get that curved. I mean, those are all ways in which they're trying to make the driver streamline a little bit better and get the airflow to be a little more efficient.
Gotcha. So we have to say thanks to Golf Avenue, because they were so good. I mean, we sent them a message. I swear, they sent it 48 hours later. All these drivers, exactly what we requested. So those guys are beauties for doing that.
Yep. When it comes to trade-ins, you know, that they're our partner here at TXG. So any customer who comes into us at TXG, we partner with Golf Avenue with regards to, you know, obviously trading in the old clubs to get you the best bang for your buck. Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
Okay. All right, we're going to do an unconventional thing this week. And this was your suggestion. Yeah. We normally hit the older one, then the new one, and it maybe gives the new one an advantage because you're warmed up.
Yeah, I mean, we'll still switch back and forth once, but I still want to start. We'll go new first just to mix the pattern up.
And then we'll go Mavrik, then we'll go Rogue.
Sounds good.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Woof. Trundle on there. Oh. Yes.
I mean, it has so much upside for you from a distance perspective, this driver.
You just hit it forever, yeah. Nice. Good hit.
No, not that one. That one's good.
It's a little better, yeah. Shapely.
These two drivers are the same, man.
I know, so far.
It's a bullet.
That's a good swing.
That's a good swing. A little more spin on that one.
Yep, good one there. Okay, good. Let's do another quick swap. That's nice.
Good boy. killed that one.
That's a good swing.
Good.
Yes.
Very nice.
It's a nice looking ball. Okay. Yes.
Love that flight. That's so good.
It's a goodie.
As well.
That's a really good one. Oh, I love that shot.
Yeah, good news and bad news, I think, in a sense of Mavrik still performing well, fast, good numbers, very stable considering the numbers.
Agree.
That's, you don't normally hit driver that tight. I mean, that's a real tight dispersion on that red circle.
That's a good point.
When you get the spin under 2 like that.
Agree. It's usually more like a 2,500 spin window. Looks
absolutely.
Like that.
Yeah. You controlled that really, really nicely. I guess the bad news is we don't see any difference.
No, your ball flight numbers with the Rogue are the same.
I mean, speed,
and to the same
launch.
To the point of being funny almost.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the delivery, you've done as much as a human can do realistically.
Yeah, this is as close as it's ever going to be.
Yeah, so the attack, the path, the face, everything is kind of in line.
Speeds, which is the most important
efficiency.
One, right? Yeah.
We're talking about a 2 millimeter discrepancy on strike. So we've got one of them was 9 millimeters in the toe. So the Mavrik was 9. Actually, so the Mav was slightly further off center.
Right.
And it was actually slightly straighter.
Okay, so there's your. If you're looking for a difference, there it is.
If you're looking for something, that's what it is.
Okay, fair enough though. Fair enough.
So slightly tighter. I mean, what do you say? I mean, jailbreak.
Both
AI, all these sorts of technologies. I think AI was introduced more though, Matty, for more contribution across the face.
Right. Not so much what happens when we've got a nice standardized pattern. I mean, we didn't throw out all miss hits. We won't say that. It's just we throw out really bad miss hits.
Really bad ones. Yeah.
So that was leading me into the question I wanted to ask you. So obviously for me today, differences are negligible.
Very.
You might argue a little bit of better ball flight stability. Fine. Who is the person that you think the AI face design would help?
So the player whose profile would be to hit it maybe a little low, little heel side.
Okay. So the opposite of where my strike pattern was here.
Literally the opposite, which is why it maybe is a struggle for you to see the difference between the two heads.
But it's important to identify that. I mean, if that's the type of player you are, then maybe you're fine.
Yeah, someone who delivers more dynamic loft.
Okay. Yep.
And lives a little bit in that kind of mid to low heel.
So the reality is that these drivers, what was their? This is like the HyperX face that was on this one, basically the same kind of thing. So that probably was pretty good on a toe strike or a high strike.
Yeah.
When we saw those AI faces that, I mean, people can watch the video that Dave showed us, the way it was shaped, I think it would be rational to conclude that that part of the face has probably improved a bit.
Definitely.
So if I had to guess, I would say probably from here over is probably similar in performance.
It definitely lies in that diagonal pattern from that low heel into the high toe.
So it's more that way. That's the traditional way of designing a driver.
Yeah, it is. So I think what we're seeing is probably the player who's less efficient with strike, with some speed and delivers some high dynamic loft. I'd love to see how, and the only way we're going to get that is to test it on a robot.
Yeah, the robot would allow you to say the exact same strike with both drivers, same face angle. Because I just can't physically hit the ball in the heel without I can't do it consistently. I can do it 1 out of 15 times.
Yeah.
You're right. And that's, if people want to pick at advancements to technology, I get it. Like you look at these two drivers and you go, oh, well then why don't I just buy this because they're exactly the same.
Yeah.
They're not exactly the same, but I think what it takes to identify that in this setting is a robot. Like it doesn't, it's just not something we can present to you in a concrete fashion without being able to standardize a strike in several different places, because we've only really told you what happens right there, just outside the circle, towards the toe.
Towards the toe. I mean, just on that
basically
circle,
like right there, right?
The outskirts of the circle is where you're striking that.
Yeah.
I think what's fair to say in Callaway's favour and in their defence is that they've had the formula for speed and high performance for quite a while.
Right. So they're improving smaller amounts because their drivers have been good for so long.
Definitely. So I think that's where Mavrik shouldn't be sort of harshly punished. I think they were already up towards the sort of end of the scale when it comes to additional performance.
That's fair.
We have definitely been in the on the side of campaigning to say that Sim is quite a lot better than M5.
Yep.
Sim Max is better than M6, but maybe by a lesser margin than Sim over M5. So there was more room for improvement in that department.
I think that's a fair point.
Yeah. Why we talked about it a little bit more.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
So those of you with a Rogue driver, I mean, I'd love to hear from you guys, and if you've been out already and compared to Mavrik.
It looks like an update of this, and that's fair. It really does. It looks like a slightly improved version of this, and then the performance will just depend on your swing.
Interesting. Okay. We've got lots more of this type of testing to come. We've got the TaylorMade 2016 M2. Do we have a 2017 M1?
M1, yes we do.
We have a Ping G30 LST, which was a real favourite. We have a Cobra Limited.
Yes, we do.
The King Limited, which was a phenomenal one, actually, from Cobra's own standpoint, the best golf club they've ever engineered.
Yep.
Which is a bold claim for a company who have made some pretty good golf clubs over the years.
Be curious
how that big claim, and I'm curious to do that test. I'm into that one. That would be fantastic.
All right, those are coming.
Okay, you guys, stay tuned for those, and we'll see you again soon.